All right, welcome to our second AI experiment, and this time it is NotebookLM and summarizing conversations with lean coffee conversations fed into NotebookLM. And I'm hoping to find out some trends. I'm hoping to find out get some summary out of it. I'm going to do this with the lean coffee conversations that I've had, and I've used a tool called Lean Coffee Table for that, which kind of creates a good summary for me. But you could really use that with any PDF, any document, anything at all. But let's see the kind of script that I'm hoping to put in there. It's a total experiment. And today, when I say it's a total experiment, I also mean that there's nothing scripted yet for it. So I'm just literally going to do this on the fly. And today I have my colleague Bhavana with me. So hello, Bhavana.
Hello, everyone. I'm really excited to do this experiment with Sarika because we have been working on it for a little while. And yeah, we did find the results really interesting. So,
Yes.
yeah, Sarika, over to you.
Thank you, Bhavna. So today we're going to do this, and I think for a couple other experiments, Bhavna and I are going to keep coming up with new experiments, some with Miro and AI and others. But for now, let's dive right in. Okay, so I have another screen here, and I'm going to share the screen now so that Bhavna and I can go away from the screen and everybody is focusing on Notebook LM. Let me make sure the right thing is shared. Yes. So let's do this sharing. And do we see? Yes, we see this screen. Okay, so that was the previous experiment that I'd done with Notebook LM. But what I am going to do is I'm going to add a few sources here. And those sources include, let me see, where did I? Yeah, there. Okay, so I've put all these PDFs here. I'm going to upload these PDFs in here. There we go. Nicely uploaded. One more to go. Okay. Okay, while that is uploading, I think we can start writing a prompt here. So yeah, let's say, and Bhavna, I'm looking here because I want to see you here. So,
Yeah, no, not a problem. I'm also watching it.
so you're my research assistant. Let's call Notebook LM my research assistant who's analyzing. Ew, what happened to my spelling? But never mind. Um, multiple lean coffee table. Oh, wow. Okay. Conversations or summaries. Here's what we need done. Step one, let's say, what do we want? Let's categorize all questions, whether they are voted or non-voted or discussed or not discussed. I'm just going to put that, let's see. I don't know if that's the best prompt, but I'm just going to go ahead and do that. So categorize all questions.
And maybe a summary, right? Before you want to categorize.
No. So I think first let's get it categorized too. I mean, we do want the summary too, right? But that should be second step. So once it's also categorized them, then let
Okay.
it pull out a theme-based summary.
Yeah.
Would that be okay?
Yeah. There's one more thing. I mean, in addition to the PDFs, Sarika, you have a couple of other things there. So you've kept it there, or you want to
No, we'll
basically
uncheck
do this?
those. We'll uncheck those.
Yeah.
Let's do that
Yeah.
right away. Good thing you spotted
Yeah, because
that
just
already.
in case, we
Yeah.
hit it.
And then our
Yeah.
experiment goes bonkers anyway. Okay. Yeah, so let's also get highlight patterns that you see. Um, For example, emerging pain points or curiosities within questions. I think 3 steps and maybe just one final thing. I don't know. There could be so many things. I'm just thinking I don't want to overdo it because this needs to be still a short experiment. Well, I'm very concerned because I just randomly picked up some of these summaries with maximum questions and put them out there. What else?
What I think is let the summary come, then we can put in some more questions or
That's true.
hit the audio, video, or other options. But once we have a summary, we will have an idea what else we can ask.
Okay, cool. So let's hit go and let's see. Okay, nice. Let me increase this. Categorize all questions, categorize list. Oh, interesting. Okay, so I didn't, of course, ask how many votes, but it's also categorized them within that with the votes. Those are the categories. Then theme-based summary. Session primarily revolve around optimizing human interaction, organizational frameworks in the context of rapid technological and structural shifts, challenges, remote and hybrid. Yeah, I would agree. This is like the biggest, one of the biggest themes, I think, this and navigating change and skepticism, especially for the change managers. Yeah, I can say that I know you haven't seen those summaries, but of course, yeah, because I ran those sessions, so for sure.
Yeah. But yeah, it's an incredible way of doing this, right? I mean, for me, if I have to go through all those PDFs, it would have taken time, but this is going to be very good for me because I can just go through them and have a idea of what was going on before. So yeah,
Totally.
that's interesting.
I was super quick actually. We didn't have to do much. And I can validate this anyways, just because I've run it. So of course, using your own intervention, because yeah, the disclaimer is always that don't trust everything that's given to you. So do validate it in some way. I think some random validation by opening up the summaries, of course, helps. So this seems cool. Let's look at the sources. We've still got the 7
Yeah.
sources selected.
And you can save this in a note, Sarika. So in case you want a summary in a note, and then
Yeah,
maybe you
this
can
one,
use
right?
it later.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So should we just say flashcards?
Yeah. So it will generate flashcards based on your sources.
Yeah. So customize flashcards. Let's do default for now. Okay. Now let's do default level of difficulty. I don't care. Okay. What should be the topic for this? Let's just call it lean coffee topics. I don't know, lean coffee something.
You can say the highlights of lean coffee.
Focus on highlights of lean
The
coffee
lean coffee conversations. Yeah.
conversations. These must be developed. I have no idea if I'm doing it right, but it's really an experiment. I'm going to see what comes out of it. These must be developed from the curiosities and the questions of coffee. Okay, let's generate that.
Best part is we can keep trying till we get the right answers.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't even know if my prompt for this was good or bad or ugly. Who knows? But it's an experiment.
Yeah, but the output is really awesome, right? I mean, the amount of time it takes, but yeah, the validation is important at the end of it.
Yeah, I love these actually because what this is giving me, the pain points, it's allowing me to also do like a forecast, whether I want to do that in terms of social media posts or whether I want to even, especially if I can maybe even narrow down that search by, if I know, okay, so something's come up, let's click on it and see what. According to a lean coffee discussion, what is one way to combat change fatigue among employees experiencing many initiatives? This is lovely, actually. So if this was actually an internal discussion, an internal lean coffee, would have been interesting to play this as a game at the end. of the lean coffee.
Yeah.
Take an all-white approach to educate.
So you can
Nice.
have many answers. I mean, this is one way of saying it, but yeah, you could have asked this question and have a lot of different perspectives.
Exactly. I think the questions are relevant just for, maybe even to summarize the lean coffee. So even while doing the lean coffee, if we use Notebook LM, and I'm just thinking on my feet right now. So while doing the lean coffee, you use Notebook LM as a tool and then, generate quiz cards or flashcards like we did. And then you could even wrap up the lean coffee with, okay, what are the kind of, let's just take a, revisit or relook at the questions that came up and see if we still align with the answers. That could lead to another 10 minutes of a conversation.
Yeah, it's really a good way of using AI. I mean,
Yeah.
you know,
I mean, something that would have taken, let's say, a coach or even Scrum Masters to maybe go back, do something, come back and create a memo or create a whatever. I mean, organizations do still have memos or whatever that need to be created. But I would say rather than creating some memo which goes in email and whatever, I would say let's just revalidate our discussion, right, around the room, even before you step out of the room and say, okay, we figure that these are the flashcards, that we can pick up and okay, what self-reflection technique mentioned in a book by Avery involves, what did we discuss around that? Do we remember? Or, yeah, this is really nice. What are two methods that
so
was
basically it's very reflections which are pretty fast. Otherwise, we usually take some time to go through the sessions and sit through and come up with those questions. But here
yeah,
it's, giving us a very quick way of getting the reflections in the same session at the end of it. And I think that's pretty fascinating.
yeah. And it's 33 cards, which is not bad. And again, you don't have to use everything that comes up. You could
Yeah,
discard
yeah.
what you don't need, right? So,
So that's a human element. So we don't really need to do everything that they say, but we can pick up what we like.
yeah, no, this is good. Okay, so maybe one other thing. Oh no, let's keep that for the next experiment. But I think this is good for now. So yeah, unless you think otherwise, Bhavna.
No, I think this is good for now. It's something we can, work upon. And yeah, we'll have more ideas in the next experiment.
Cool. So let me just stop this sharing and let's quickly summarize. All right, people. So the next time, I think the next experiment we're doing is something on the grounds of facilitation in Miro, using the AI of Miro. And let's get some more excitement for that built up already with the wrap up of this session. So this is literally an experiment. Curious to hear, if we could do something more, just trying to make this as generic as possible, but we'll see you at the next experiment next week. So until then, remember to like and subscribe if you like this. And of course, all comments are welcome in the comments below. And do subscribe to the channel. We'll see you with one experiment every week. Bye.
Bye, everyone.